Come here, crazy. I just want to talk. Ooh. Apple. They're not ready yet. They were kind of sour. Crazy, I get you. I just want a hug. Just a hug. Can mommy have a hug? She says no. I love how she leaps. Look at this. I'm gonna try to follow her. She's fast. Oh, look at her. Oh, that was enough running for me for today. I haven't had any coffee. Oh, hey. You're so cute. This garden's doing okay. Let's see if we can watch her again. I'll get you. I'll get you. Look at how she goes sideways. It's like a bunny. It's so weird. Never seen a cat run like that. I've seen them run fast, but she bounces. Bouncy. You're bouncy. Into the forest she goes. She's actually not a forest find like Stripey is. I actually got her on Kijiji for 50 bucks from someone who rescued her and her brothers after them. Poor mother was hit by a car. I picked her from the photo because she had stripes like Stripey. And I thought, he would love to have a daughter. And, oh, wow. Did you see that? Look at her. She's showing off for the camera. Little show off. I've never been able to get her to do that. I've had to put her in trees on camera. Wow, little show off. That's an apple tree too. Didn't produce much before, but now it's starting to. Maybe we should try one. See if it's any good. Maybe I'll get more next year. Ooh, this one red on it. No idea what variety. So one day, we're gonna have to get the chainsaws out and handle this tree. Not even sure what it is. Maybe a beech. But it crushed my other apple tree. Poor thing. Let's see how these are too. This one looks good. Now that'll be a lot of work. Cutting that up, taking the branches off. But maybe it'll be good firewood. She's still in the tree. Ooh, more apples. What are you doing, Precious? What are you doing, Precious Princess? She's sitting. She's such a good climber. Meow. Coming down? Need help? Mommy, help. I help. I get you. Oh, she doesn't need help. What was I thinking? That wasn't high. She knows how to climb down backwards. It's weird. Okay, I'll see ya. Mommy needs some coffee. Didn't see Lydia the hummingbird today. Maybe she finally took off. That'd be good because it's kind of chilly here. I've got my last caterpillar in the jar. Just gave him or her some more milkweeds. Oh, my oak tree. I planted this oak tree from a little like seedling that I found at the edge of the forest. There used to be an elm tree here that died from the Dutch elm disease, and I cut it down with my chainsaw. And I don't even remember when I planted this. And look how big it is now. It's doing well. This is another favorite maple tree because I don't know how to describe the color it changes to, almost a fluorescent orange. It's pretty cool. And this over here is my mulberry tree that my dad brought for me when he came to visit from London. I've only gotten a few mulberries from it before, none this year, but it changes color into a fluorescent green in the fall. It's cool. They have neat leaves. That was just a little sapling when I first planted it here. I used to have flowers and tulip bulbs, and these are stalks of the tiger lilies, but they've been kind of drowned out. So now it's just the mulberry tree garden. Oh, Lucy's following me. She always does. And she's out and she hears me. Or sometimes I whistle for her and she comes. This is my pet cemetery garden. Well, I guess it's a cat cemetery. And, well, here she comes doing that running thing. I'm making it bigger to put more flowers in it. So I brought a bunch of rocks, but I haven't taken the time or been willing to spend the energy to lay them all out. But my neighbor gave me this smoke bush a couple years ago because I guess they didn't want it, and he came with his tractor and dug a big hole. So I decided, oh, she's like rubbing against the rocks. It's so cute. Everything you do is cute. So I've been putting different flowers in here. My perennial sunflowers are in here. Oh, look, a sumac's growing. Yarrow. This is yarrow. These are some asters, I think. Echinacea, of course. And of course I've got my lupins everywhere. Whenever they seed, I spread the seeds all around, and I've spread them all down the side of here, and my neighbor loves that I did that because I spread them down so when they come for walks they can see them. See, there's some seed pods there. Let's take them off, throw them around, get more lupins. All right, Mommy is getting cold and needs coffee. What are you doing, crazy? What are you doing? Let's go find Russ. Oh, Rusty. I said Rusty because that's Rusty's grave right there, and a fox dug into it. So that's what prompted me to fix the garden back up and maybe put a rock over her grave. Now let's go find Stripey. Stripey, that's your dad. Come on now. Come on, pretty princess. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. She's gonna launch. Oh my God. She will show up. That's hilarious. You're hilarious. And her fur's all up. Her tail's all puffed out. And her back's all got that ridgy thing. What are you doing? Climbing trees today? She'll come. I think it's time to go snuggle under the covers and read a book. Right here. She loves jumping onto the chair in here. Oh, right on cue. your chair. Is that your chair? I made this garden space up. Well, it was already here, and well, I made it, but I tried to make a lavender garden. So there's a couple more lavender plants still remaining, but my zone is pretty harsh, so I only have a couple. But when my father-in-law Bill died, I made it a memorial garden for him, so I put a bunch of hostas in around my garden, and these actually I forget what they are, but they make little pink flowers. I found this bush in the back and it wasn't doing well where it wasn't sunny, so I moved that. And I'd already had the chair here, but I put this little table and a bird feeder so that, you know, you could sit and just chill out and relax. And I had these heron sculptures I bought from someone locally in town that made them, and I used to have them up front. They kept falling over, so I thought, why not put them beside the tree here and wedge the bottoms with rocks, and they haven't moved since, so that's a good idea. Okay, I'm really getting cold now, Lucy. Yeah, it's chilly today. I put the heat on in my room. Come on, precious. I'm gonna wait to pick these apples because they weren't ripe the other day. They were still really sour and hard. But I put a ladder there for when I'm going to take on that task, but it looks really inadequate to where the apples actually are. I'll have to get my 6-foot-plus husband to get them for me. It's funny how they don't make any apples down on the bottom branches where us shorter people can get them more easily. Oh, she's running again, I hear her. Oh, I made another garden here with some hostas that were being crowded by other plants. So I put a bunch of dirt and some leaf mulch around this stump of this pine tree we cut down because it was like a junk pine tree. We have to trim this tree one day because its branches are getting intertwined with the hydro lines. That's not a good idea. But I put a garden here so that it would help the stump to break down. And also, you know, give the hostas a chance to flourish because they were being shadowed. Yeah, now my hand is getting really cold from holding this phone. So I think it's time for that coffee I promised myself. Puss, want treats? No, she's not treat driven. That's not going to make her come. She's got to do her own thing. She's an independent young lady. You gonna climb that one too? Bye, Luce.